All right, so moving on, I want to talk about one thing that was kind of mentioned by Rob Lucci. I think it was either Rob Lucci or Kaku when they was talking to when they was talking to Vegapunk over the Den Den Mushi. He said something about like the disappearance of uh like some of the other Cipher Pol ships and like some of the other world government ships. Now, I originally believed like it could have been I I mean I guess my first thought was, is this like Lucci saying these things just to kind of get his foot in the door, right? Like just saying these, just like accusing Vegapunk of doing something just to have a reason to get in Egghead Island, or is there some actual truth to this? You know what I'm saying? Is there some actual truth? I'm not talking about Vegapunk taking the because Vegapunk didn't know what Lucci was talking about, but is there still some truth to these disappearances of these world government ships?
Uh, I mean, I think it's possible that these ships actually disappeared, but I definitely do see it as something he was trying to use to go inside.
Okay.
I mean, before what's his name? Before okay, Lilith probably. I hold this before that Lilith might have been the one to destroy the ships because she was about to rob the Straw Hat ship
Mm-hmm.
right when they arrived on the island.
That is true. That
Actually,
is true.
actually, I think he's lying because her reaction, she seemed so defensive about it,
Yeah.
and he said like it's been going on for a couple of months, which means that if any of these satellites were to have anything to do with it, they would all know.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Uh,
fact that he seems to not know and is very defensive about it, it makes it makes me think that it probably wasn't them. Maybe it was the Marine Age headquarters nearby, but or maybe it was just that storm that we
mm,
saw at the beginning of this arc.
well, if what you're saying is true, it could also be that they made it back safely, but they just said that nobody made it back
Yeah.
because the local lied a lot.
What about you, LaJoy boy?
So my thought was that it would probably be if it wasn't the Vegapunk destroying the ships for salvage, it would be the CP0 agents taking out their own men after seeing what
Mm.
was on Vegapunk's island
So you think this
and
could
kind
be
of
like,
framing that as like a false flag.
okay? I kind of like that idea. But it's like, why do that, right? Why do that instead of just lie and say you did? You know, what I'm saying? Instead of just lie and say like, well, I guess it would make sense what you saying, Joy, because you would need some actual people missing, right? Like you need some actual agents missing so you can say, yeah, yeah, these guys are disappearing on Egghead Island. Like
Mhm.
where's Tom at? Where's Tom? Tom went to Egghead Island, and now he's gone. You know what I mean? If Tom comes back, then you can't really say Tom's missing. So I kind of like that. Like me personally, I believe I didn't think it was necessarily a lie that Lucci was telling. I just don't believe that Vegapunk had anything to do with it. I thought maybe it could be something else going on, like something else sinister around Vegapunk's island could be happening. Maybe not around the island, but like in proximity of the island that ships are going missing. Maybe I don't want to say Blackbeard, but I'm just kind of throwing out some theories. Like maybe Blackbeard is destroying these ships, or somebody else is destroying these ships, and and people are just assuming that it's happening at Vegapunk's island. you know, or
Hold
Vega.
on,
This is Vegapunk's
Yeah,
doing.
I'm gonna say I agree with that because I don't think it was any of the satellites. Good,
Yeah,
it wouldn't really make sense, but
yeah,
I think I'm overthinking this. There's an island right next to Egghead. Well, we know there's Marines there. It's possible that the Cipher Pol were told to go there and like act like they disappeared, but they really didn't. Just
yeah.
so they used to get rid of Vegapunk.
So you think it's part of a plan? I kind of like Joy Boy's plan. I like his speculation as well as that maybe CP0 is the one doing this just to cause like I get where you're going BR. Maybe it's like let's just hide them, but it's like it's only so long you can hide somebody, right? Like I mean, you can hide them forever, but they not. It's going to be uncomfortable as hell for them. And then eventually, if they show up, it's going to be like, well, you was lying this whole time. So I kind of like the idea of maybe CP0 killing off some of these agents, you know, or like maybe they do return to the world government only for CP0 to kill them and say they never returned or something, you know, something along that line. But I kind of think it could be that. I didn't think of that part, but I just thought that maybe it was something else sinister going on, right? Like somebody else doing all this, because it would make sense for Lilith, because Lilith, her personality, she likes destroying ships and salvaging them. So that would be the easy answer, but I don't based on her response, kind of like what Angel said, based on her response, I don't think she had anything to do with it. You know, I don't think she had
yeah,
anything to do with it.